A lot of you do not know that you can literally make money simply by trading arbitrage between centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Let me show you how to do that in this 10-minute video. So hit the like button for me, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let's get in real fast. So apparently you all know the overall aim of arbitrage. So for context, arbitrage trading is kind of like a crypto trading strategy whereby you take an advantage of the different prices of a particular cryptocurrency in two different respective markets so as to capitalize or so as to take an advantage of the little price differences and make money from that. So that's how the profit is made when it comes to trading arbitrage. And matter of fact, it has little to no risk involved because of the fact that it is going to be like a simultaneous situation. So you are not going to be holding the coin for a longer period of time since the aim is kind of like a simultaneous situation and you get to make money in a very short time frame. So enough of those talk. Let me now head over to be showing you how we can take an advantage of it in real time. Okay, so if you should probably head over to coinmarketcap.com and click on these three lines at the top right corner of the screen, and then you head over to exchanges, you get to realize that there is centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So in this video, I'm going to be choosing any exchange from centralized. Likewise, the same for decentralized under spot. So for centralized, I'll be using Binance because it is pretty much very liquidated. Likewise, the same for decentralized, I'll be sticking to Radium. Okay, so be working based off of those two exchanges. Let's see how we can spot the differences and think of taking an advantage of it. So basically, in order to go about spotting these differences, so as to think of taking an advantage of it, you will need to click on filter so that you can filter out those coins that are that are suitable for arbitrage because of its inefficiency. I'll be explaining more of that when we go further. So once you click on filter, we will be making some changes to this filter so it can suit this strategy I'm about to show you. So first off, I will leave the chain to be at all chains by default and leave the category section to be at all category by default as well. Then you head over to market cap and switch up the market cap to about, let's go for 500 million to about 1.5 billion. So this is the range we'll be working with in order to achieve this. After then, you get over to the volume, and then I'll be working with the volume ranging from like 200 million to about 700 million. Okay, after then, that's pretty much it. Then you click on apply, and here you go. This is the crypto we will be working with in order to achieve this. So your obligation is to choose any one at all on here. Then you can probably go through the route of spotting those differences so as to think of taking an advantage of it, by the way. So I'm going to be choosing this one called WIF. And after then, I'm going to scroll down and copy the contract section. Okay, here we go. I am on the contract page of the WIF. So I'm going to click on that little copy icon besides that contract. And here you go, I have successfully copied it. Then you open up your Phantom. Okay, after then you have to click on this section at the bottom lower here. I think not that one, click on this one, the search button there, and then you get to see Radium. So here we go, this is what I was referring to. Click on Radium then open it up. So here we go, we are now on Radium. You can see the transaction metrics and other things applicable. Then you click on open. It is going to quickly open up radium.io. Okay, so once you are here, you will need to connect your wallet if you haven't already. Okay, mine is connected. That's the more reason it is not showing an option to connect. If I probably disconnect it right here, you get to realize that I will have an option to connect it back if I want to, simply by clicking on connect there and be selecting Phantom. Then automatically it will connect my wallet between Phantom and Radium so it can interact so as to make the transaction seamless. So right after then, you go over to this one and click on that little drop down arrow, and you will need to paste that contract address you had copied initially from the WIF page, and then you click on it. So basically, here is how I'll go about doing this. In order to probably start off, you will need Solana, because Solana will be used to do every other work. Okay, so have your Solana available. So I'm going to click on that Solana. I have about $1.70 worth of Solana currently. So take note of that. We will see how much we will be making as profits after all of this has been done in accordance. So basically, I'm going to quickly have to search for Solana. Then I'll buy Solana real quick using market order. I want to be very fast so that these opportunities do not go away. So let me transfer some USDT on here so I can use it to do all of this. So when using market order, this should probably get executed within a twinkle of an eye, and we got it all executed at 171.18. okay, that was successfully gotten there. And after then, we will need to now transfer it onto that initial Radium via Phantom, so we can use it to do all of this. So take note of the initial collateral. You see, the fee currently is probably very low. Okay, in some days you can pay a whole lot of fee, but right now the fee is pretty low. So after sending it on there, you come on here and wait for the arrival so we can use it to do all of this. So right now I think it has gotten reflected as it is shown there. So all we will be doing right now is to click on that same icon and perform a little swap. Okay, let's use max. I think I will need to refresh this because the amount has not been reflected on Radium. Let's click on max. Here we go, it has been reflected 215,784. But let's go over to this one because Jupiter is the same as Radium, but the only fact is that Jupiter is like an alternative. Okay, so that's the more reason you need to like try out something different if Radium seems to be very saturated due to the fees. Their fees are pretty high. Let's do it on here. As you can see, this one is going to give us the exact amount, nothing too much. Okay, let's now click on swap. I have to be very fast so that this wouldn't get left behind, because this can probably go sideways if you are not fast. Let's go over here and see. So right now we have successfully swapped it. Let's transfer it over to Binance, by the way, and let's see how much we'll be making from this. This is an experiment, by the way, so I want to show you how it works, because in most cases you can actually make money, likewise the fact of also losing money. So when you are doing this, only use the money that you can afford to lose, like the money that is pretty little. Like you can try lower, and if it seems to be profitable for you, you can think of scaling up. So I will be transferring everything. I don't know, let's click on it and click on send. Okay, I'll paste the contract from Binance, and then I'll paste it on there and click on next. Then I'll click on max. Okay, and then I'll click on next, and after then I'll click on send. This should go through within a twinkle of an eye, and let's wait for it to get reflected on Binance. It will take a little while. I'll get you all back in the video. So apparently after like few minutes, this has get reflected. Let's see if this will be a profit or a loss. Let's go over to WIF, and the value has eventually dropped even lower. So let's see what will happen there. I'm going to now wait for this to come up, because I think it has successfully left our phantom. So let's wait for the arrival in no time. This will take a couple of minutes. Okay, right now it is still processing. You have to be fast when you are doing this. The faster you are to take an advantage of this, the better for you, because opportunities like this do not last, you know. So let's go over to Binance. Okay, right now, here we go. It has been reflected. 213, no way. This was an huge loss, by the way. So, you know, let's quickly sell it off. Or if you just like wait a bit longer, you know, to sell it way more, you can actually make some money, like a decent money. Let's keep on to this one. Let's wait for like 1 hour and see if this will get executed, so that we'll get to at least make a little couple of dollar. So basically, after like a while, the trade is eventually heading towards getting executed. So in no time, this should be filled, and we should be able to make some money. Okay, this does not happen all the time. That's the more reason when you're doing this, start off small, so that you can get to know how often it's play out before you think of using a bigger amount of money. Okay, so when this has been executed, we should be able to make about like $5 or thereabout, and it was all filled.